My name's Tim Kirk. I'm the Operations Director at Liberis. We're a fintech business, part of the Blenheim Chalcott Group, and I'm currently studying the Executive Diploma in Digital Business. The key challenges from a digital perspective in fintech and financial services in general, I think there's a few. I think customer acquisition is definitely a challenge. I think the old way of marketing through serendipity of trying to find someone at the right moment who wants your product, doesn't really know about you, but in that moment is going to learn about you and then commit to it, is kind of dead. The attention span of customers in general has shortened. I kind of refer to it as this two-swipe patience limit, that really you've got to do the heavy lifting for a customer now to bring them on board for a product. Big data is both an advantage and a disadvantage. I think you can get lost in all of this data that is floating around there, so you need to focus in on what's important and then turn that into useful reporting. And then the last thing is resilience. The pace of change is phenomenal. We've seen with Uber, and there's a number of others where you could say, wow, didn't see that coming. So you need to be able to pivot. You need to have that resilience in a business. I think there's that great Mike Tyson quote, isn't there, that everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And probably digital is never truer word spoken than when you're engaged in fintech and digital, because the pace of change is so quick. I think the diploma with the ADBL is definitely helping, especially myself and my business, with these challenges. As I've said, from day one, I felt the influence of the course in the way I've thought about things and the way I've approached things. It gives you this great set of tools and a network and just this rich vein of content that you can leverage in your own working environment. So definitely, this is a course that has practical application, and I would definitely recommend anyone who's involved in digital and especially fintech to get on this course and feel the value for themselves. Everything that I hoped I would get from the course I have, and it's exceeded those expectations on a number of levels. I've found that the kind of practical element of the course has become kind of addictive. Some of the tasks and activities that we get to do, they're really fun to do, and you're learning at the same time, and that's a really powerful combination. So although there's a number of hours that they expect you to spend doing it, you find you do more and more because you're actually getting really engaged with the topic. That's been wonderful. From a business perspective, the course has influenced me from day one. The fundamental principles of the course have really served me well as some kind of guardrails to our own digital transformation, where we constantly evolve as a business, and the line between what we're learning in the course and what I'm doing day to day has got blurred very quickly, and I'm able to bring new concepts, new thinking to the table that without the course I probably wouldn't have had such easy access to. The peer group on the course are phenomenal. There's guys on there who are already digital masters, but their desire to learn more has them on the course as well, and that kind of input is great. And on the other end, you've got people who are probably newer to digital, but some of their thoughts and concepts, because they're unbiased, because they're coming to this fresh, equally valuable. You mix that in with the different geographies, the different sectors. It's this really rich pot of ideas and connections. The ADBL does a fantastic job of providing a virtual campus, and it makes it very easy to connect. There's lots of activities where you work together. The webinars are very much an interactive piece, despite that you're all sat there in front of computer screens. And it's good, it's manifested into physical connections. People, the guys based in London meet up and share drinks and share ideas and stuff. So it's taken it to the next level there as well. I did an MBA and I graduated 2001, and it's interesting to compare that experience to this kind of virtual experience of the ADBL. But both have been phenomenal. The MBA was a very practical course, spent a lot of time consulting out with businesses physically, and that was a great experience. And then likewise, the ADBL does this phenomenal job of providing this virtual kind of campus and virtual course, and for me now that's exactly what I need. I don't have the time or probably the commitment to spend a year or 2 years on an MBA course, trying to achieve what I did back then. But with the ADBL, I can. This works for me. I can fit it in. I can control when I'm doing things. Everything's there on the campus. I can catch up on webinars, the tasks and activities that you have to do. You go at your own pace, and you have the support, great support from both the ADBL themselves, but also from your network of peers, and that's all established through the virtual campus. So I've taken a lot from both, but at this time of life and with the challenges that I've got, this works for me perfectly.